Hi everyone. As I mentioned in the class, I'm going to record the project description that you need to know. As you know that the project is a semester-long project that you can work on throughout the semester, and it has few components. And there are some expectations in this through this project. So I have uploaded everything on Moodle. On Friday, you can see all the uh, description on the data sets or all the guidelines that you need to uh, move forward with the project. So this is the guideline I'm showing you right here. You can find this on Moodle on this Friday. This is about house sales in Boston, USA. That's the dataset name. I have given a small description about this data set. This data set belongs from data from May 2014 to May 2015. It has about 21,000 data. That means 21,000 observations, including 16 variables. Some variables you may need them, some of them you don't need them. It depends on the project it depends on the way how you handle this project. Although I have given some guidelines, you are welcome always to go beyond these guidelines and do something else. A description of all these 16 variables are there. You can see that date, price, what is this price means, number of bedrooms. This is the variable name and this is the description. Bedrooms means number of bedrooms. Bathrooms, that means number of bathrooms. Likewise, it includes latitudes and longitudes as well. So this project has two sections. First section based on first chapter 1, and the second section based on chapter 2 and chapter through 2 3 4. The simple linear regression part, I have mentioned that I need you to work on 5 simple regression models. You have to find five simple regression models, I mean the best fits, using different predictor variables. So here you can easily understand, you should be able to understand what is the response variable. Response variable is the house price. Okay, I have mentioned it here. This is the response variable. So all of them except the price, they are, you can use them as a predictor variable. But when you are using a predictor variable, it should have a meaning. For example, longitude, latitudes, zip codes, even uh, they don't have a meaning. Like, you don't need them to use in order to build this simple linear regression model, or even date if you are not considering date. So somehow I have given the freedom you to select any 5 predictor variables and try to build 5 simple linear regression models. You have to check all the assumptions by drawing plots for each of them. Okay, so the based on the results, you have to compare and find the best fit among those 5. That's the first part. The second parts all the way go through to chapter 4, a multiple linear regression. Actually, this is something we haven't done yet, but once I start this chapter 2, you can start this part of the project. You have to find multiple linear regression model for the response variable price. There you have to find you have to use some techniques that we will be discussing in chapter 2, 3 and 4. How to find appropriate predictors and how to check that model is a suitable model, or that is the best fit. So you should work on cross validation that we will discuss on chapter 4, to in order to identify some unusual points, that means outliers. So you have to identify them, you have to treat treat them with particular techniques that we discuss in the class. All right. So this through this project, actually, I expect two things from you at the end of the semester. First one is the report. This is very important. So report, it should be either PDF or Microsoft Word. Those are the only two formats you can upload. Okay. So in that report, you have to mention first. You have to mention what is this data set. Give me a short description about this data set. Then the methodologies that you are using. We are using single linear regression and multiple linear regression. So mention what is linear, simple linear regression, what is multiple linear regression, what are the variables you are using under the single linear regression model, under the multiple linear regression model. And then at the same point, at the same under these methodologies, you can mention your work, what you have done, what are the inputs, sorry, what are the inputs, what are the outputs, what is going on. Use graphs as much as you can, and also our outputs, that's fine, but try to make things visible. Okay, and also whenever you add any graph or any our output, you have to explain that output by using at least 2 3 sentences. You have to do that for each and every output. And number three, I have mentioned, after you finish these methodologies and your work, you have to give me a proper conclusion, and then you have to discuss. You have to give a actually these two in the same place. You can use conclusion and discussion at the same place. What can you see here? What are the, like, it's a conclusion, what you have done, what you got, and then based on that, what you think about that, what do you think this result is correct, does it make sense, something like that. And then starting a new page, mention it appendix. Under that appendix, add your R codes, each and every R code you use. For example, this one, this report, 1 2 3 4, these four you can see in this box. If you think about this, this is this box as a page, uh, mention the project title in the first page, then your name, and then work on these four. At the end of the these three, actually, then fourth one is the appendix and your R code. So is there any problem with this, you don't understand, please come and meet me at the end of the class, or come to my office hours. This should be the format. You cannot change the format. You have to stick with this format. Okay. And at the end of the semester, you have to, the last day of the semester, you can submit, you can upload this document, either PDF or Word, into the Moodle. There is a place in the Moodle under this project. You will see that you can click it and upload it. Okay, so whenever you feel you are done with the project, you can upload it. Okay, the last day is the last day of the semester, last day of this class. Right, the other part I expect from you is the presentation. So you should give me a 10 minutes presentation, and from each presentation, from each presenter, I will ask a couple of questions. Don't worry, those questions are not hard, very easy questions based on what you have done. Okay, so these two are the part of the semester long project, and they have separate evaluations. So I have allocated some points separately for these two. So as a whole, the combination of the report and the presentation, that is the final, that is your semester long project. So semester long, this project has a huge weight, this course. Okay, so I recommend you to start it as soon as possible and work on it. Like, you don't need to spend more time every day, just few minutes every day and do it. Meantime, if you have any questions, just come and talk to me. Okay, although I have mentioned these guidelines here, you can add something else for these as much as you want. You have that freedom. And more details, I'll if you need, I'll tell you in the future. And the data set, when I come to the data set, you can find this data set in the same place on Moodle as well. It has ID, data, price, bedroom, everything is there. I don't think you need this ID, okay? But in each and every data set we have ID, that kind of column. It is a unique column. We call it it's a master key. You don't need this one. Other than that, you need these are the this is the data set, and these are the data. Some of them are zero, some of them have values, negative values, positive values. Somehow it has about, as I mentioned, 21,000 data. Okay, it's the data set you are going to work with. All right. Okay, I hope you understood. I hope you can understand what is going on. And if you have any other questions, meantime, please let me know. Okay, thank you.